Hello and welcome to the third and final installment of Google Classroom. Today we're going to be looking at a student view of Google Classroom and how to add, create, and turn in work that's been assigned by your teacher. We'll talk about where that work is saved, how to collect that work, comment, grade, and return the work to students. So it's going to be quite detailed. Let's begin. So here I am in my Google Classroom from the student view. I've added myself as a student in many of the classes that I'm teaching so that I can see what they see. If you don't have the option of doing that, you want to talk to whoever is in charge of your IT program, and they can probably give you a generic login so that you can do the same thing. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open my Google Classroom practice. And again, I'm in student view, and what we're going to talk about now is how to add assignments. So assignment 1 says open the file and answer the questions. So we're going to click on this open button here, and then you see that you get some options. So if the assignment said you need to add a file from your drive that you've already worked on, or you need to create a new file with these instructions, the way that you would do that is through these drop down menus here. So if I click on this drop down button that says add, I can add work here if I've already done it. So I can click here on my Google Drive if I want to, and it'll point me to all my files in the Google Drive. So if my teacher is asking for something that I've already completed in my drive, I can upload the file right there. Also, I can add a link, or I can grab a file from my local drive. So this is my cloud, this is local. So locally means that it will point me to either my files on my computer or if I have a jump drive. And so I can select any of those files if I choose to add from there. So add is for work that's already been created outside of Classroom and you have the file ready to go and saved somewhere and you want to just add it here before you turn it in. Now create is a place where we go if we have not created the file yet and our teacher hasn't provided us with something and they've asked us to create either a document, a presentation, a spreadsheet, or a drawing. So I can choose any one of these applications to create if my teachers ask me to do so, right from Google Classroom. I'd click on it and start creating, and when I'm done I would click turn in. So same thing for add. I would select what to add and then click turn in, or if I'm going to create something new, go ahead and create it and select turn in and it will pop up. In this case, the teacher has already included an assignment. So all we have to do is open the assignment to complete it. We don't have to add or create. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is assignment 1, which is basically just asking us in the space below to indicate the file path you or the students would follow to access your work. So the file path to access your work is Drive. So you want to go to your Google Drive. So once you're in your Google Drive, it's My Drive. So we'll just go ahead and add that. My Drive. And then Google Classroom automatically creates a Classroom folder in your drive, Classroom, and then the name of the class, name of class, and then the name of the file. And that's the file path that you would use to get to your work. So let's go ahead and click on Turn In. And it says one attachment will be submitted for assignment 1. So that's what we want to do, is just verifying that we want to turn that in. So I'm going to go ahead and click turn in, and now this assignment is going to go straight to my teacher. If I realize that there's something that I missed that I really need to add, I can click this unsubmit button and that will allow me to edit it as a student. And then I can just resubmit it for credit. Alright, so now we have to go over to Teacher View so we can check out what it looks like from the Teacher View when this assignment is submitted. So let's go ahead and do that. So I've logged into my teacher account and I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And I need to find assignment 1 so that I can take a look. And as we can see here, here's assignment 1 and it shows me that 1 has been done. for the student that I have in this class, which is me. So I can go ahead and click here where it tells me how many are done. And then we have the generic student account that's showing up there, and this is the assignment that they've turned in. So let's go ahead and click that so I can show you that you can add some comments here for your students. So we can click there and not there. We can right click and select comment and say good answer. Or we can say needs work or whatever it is. So we can add comments right in the file that our students have shared with us. When we're done adding the comments, we simply close the file and then go back over to give it a grade. So in order to give it a grade, we just select the checkbox and add the grade. So let's see. We want to make this worth maybe 5 points. So let's change that up here to a 5. And we want to update that point value. And we'll go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5 here. And then we click on the return button in order for this assignment to go back to the students. So while it's submitted, the students cannot edit it. They can edit it later on after we send it back to them. So that's what we're going to do now, is we're going to go ahead and send it back. So as you saw, we opened the file and we gave a comment here, but we're also going to have another opportunity to write another comment here. This was a thoughtful answer. Well done. Alright, and we can go ahead and return that. So then we have an opportunity to give feedback a couple of times. We can go within the document, make suggestions for what needs to be changed or what was done well right in the document, and then we can give some general feedback on the assignment here once we are ready to return it. So we are going to go ahead and click on the return button, and this goes back over to the student. And now the last thing left for us to do is to download our grades. So the student is going to get their feedback and their grade, and we've graded the work, and it's only one assignment granted, but let's take a look and see what we do to get our grades done. So obviously in a quarter you would have a lot more than one grade, but we're just going to do this as an example. Over here to the upper right is a little gear button. So we want to click that gear button, and then you have some choices. You can copy all the grades to Google Sheets, which puts them right into your cloud so that you can access them anywhere, anytime. So this is the one that I recommend. Just go ahead and grab it and put it in Sheets. You can also download all the grades as a CSV file. So this is more looking like an Excel file, but they're both spreadsheets, and so this would be saved locally. We're going to go ahead and copy all the grades to Google Sheets. So let's go ahead and click that button. And here it is. But it's only one assignment, fine. Here's the score. And so, obviously we would have a lot more students if this was a real class, and we'd have a lot more assignments. But it gives you the name of the assignment and the point value, and so then you could just add them up and, however you are doing your grades, add them up and divide it by the total number, or whatever system that you're using to do your grades. But this basically gives you a nice spreadsheet of all the information that you need in order to help you complete your grades. And that really sums up your third part of Google Classroom training. I hope that it was helpful to you, and hopefully you'll be using Google Classroom to get your grades done and give some feedbacks to your students. Good luck.